Embrace the rage. I feel like I don't have anything to talk about. That's why I don't make a lot of videos. I don't find myself interesting. But I've been told I'm too human for this world that we live in. I have to take medication to function day to day, and some people would credit that to psychosis. But I have seen the face of God, and it is beautiful. And I think that there's an importance to spiritual connection like that, and it seems that anyone who experiences it is labeled as delusional, even though a long, long time ago they would have been, prophets or messiahs or, speakers for the gods, which used to be fine, right? When you had a little community in a village and it was like, oh, this person, leads the religious aspect of our group, I forget what the word is. But anyway, I find that a lot of people these days are on anxiety medication, antidepressants, and these honestly are just things to cope with the fact that the world is crap. This world isn't made for people anymore. It's made for robots. And robots are not the same as people. They're not. And I find it frustrating that those of us who experience humanity to the deepest level are the ones that are shut down, silenced. So I'm mentally ill. My diagnosis is mentally ill because I fit like 12 different criteria for different diagnoses, and honestly, no one has any idea anymore. Closest one is probably bipolar disorder, which is fine. But the thing about people and their humanity is that it's been stripped from us, and I can't even follow a train of thought right now. God, what was I saying? There's just a gap in the world for creative thinkers and for people who experience mental illness. Oh, that's what I was saying. So I work at a library, and obviously libraries are dying, especially with literacy rates going down, especially in America. And I am working on trying to build their social media platform and trying to help them get more young people in. Now, I'm 29, so I'm about to be out of my 20s. I think 30 to 35 is the midlife crisis. So yay, here we go, midlife crisis has already begun, honestly. But I'm proposing that they create more community groups, and one of my proposals was a mental health group. Where people who are sad can get together and talk to each other. My camera keeps turning off for no reason. So people who are sad could just get together and talk to each other. And one of the older gentlemen that works there pulled me aside and said hey, is it safe to have people with mental illness coming together in a group at we don't have security? That's what he said. And I was like, do I seem like a safe person? I am mentally ill. And he just kind of looked scared, and he was like, well, I had, my sister worked at a corrections facility, and a lot of those people were mentally ill, and they would she broke her leg because one of them attacked her. And I'm like, okay, that's one narrative. Yes, some people are dangerous, but that's not necessarily because they're mentally ill, and that doesn't mean that all mentally ill people are dangerous. And I forgot that there's such a stigma around not being well. And I've gotten to a point where I don't care, or at least I'm trying not to care, how I'm perceived. And I can't pour effort into the idea that I can hide my illness. Even though this world is designed to shut us down. And even though it's designed to shut us down, I think we still need to have a voice. And I'm not some advocate for awareness. I don't care. There's not enough people online acting crazy, and the world is crazy, and all of us are shoving it down and working 9 to 5s and broke and frustrated and burnt out. And again, embrace the rage. Where's all the anger? What happened to like rising up in droves against the government, against the corporations at this point? That would probably be smarter. Where's the conspiracy theorists who have this figured out, who can like hack a bunch of computers and send out an invite that no one knows about that says like, hey, here's where we're gathering, bring your pew-pews, and like let's have a revolution. Like, where are those people? Why is everyone so scared to be the leader? I'd be the leader, but I can't hack computers, so I guess I'd have to find someone to hack computers in order to send the invite out, but like, who would show up? Everyone is so snuffed out and tired and hopeless. Everyone's hopeless. There's no hope. And it's absolutely outrageous that we have been so squashed as a society, as human beings with passions and abilities and special interests and individuality, that we can't even unite on one thing anymore. And everyone's like labels and hashtags and all their intros, their bios, and it's like, I don't care if your pronouns are he, him. I don't care if you identify as a plant. I don't care if you're right-wing, left-wing, religious, not religious. I don't care if you worship Satan. It doesn't matter. We're all people. There's no difference in the fact that we are all human. We are all energy coalesced into souls to experience this world as it is. And we all act like we can't change it. But we can. They've just divided us so far that we act like we can't. And I think that's messed up. And I think we all need to start opening our eyes to the fact that things are wrong. And opening our eyes to the fact that we can make change. And that's what I think. And all my mentally ill people, shout out. I think about going off my meds every day, but I know that I can't function in this world without them. And I have to snuff out a huge part of who I am, how my brain works, and what I could become without it. And I think that's very sad. And I think that's the case for a lot of people. So embrace the rage. I'll continue to cry out randomly on my little YouTube page and probably get no views, which is fine. I don't even edit these anymore. I just, stream of thought. No one does stream of thought anymore. Everyone's 10-second cuts here and there with graphics and moving and images and changing and music, and I don't care. It's all fake. It's all theater. People don't talk to each other anymore. I'm here, I'm talking. I want to have discussions. I want to talk about big things. I don't want to talk about what you did over your weekend. I don't want to talk about how you're interviewing for a new job. I don't want to talk about all this surface crap. I want to know what's in your soul, and that's probably why I have no friends, because I scare people. I consider myself abrasive. And that's fine. That's just who I am, and I've come to terms with it. But it would be goddamn nice to meet one person who's like, hey, our crazies match. Why don't we have a little friendship here? But nope, everyone's isolated, everyone's staring at their screens. And it's sad. Viva la revolution. I know an Alan Watts quote that is, why do we take so seriously what the gods made for fun? And I'm bored and I'm tired and I just want to have some fun. But my level of fun is mostly not legal or healthy. And I mean, what is health if you're not living? I'm just ready to dive off the deep end, guys. Let's all run naked in the streets and sacrifice pigeons. I'm tired. I'm bored. When did society become civilized and bureaucratic and political? It's all pointless. We're just plants with anxiety. I need some sunshine. I need some water. I need some food. Done. That's all I need. That's all we need as people. Food, sunshine, water, shelter. That's it. It's not that hard and it's not that deep. So stop taking everything so seriously. Roll the dice. Draw a new card. Try something different. And I am just I would honestly rather live in a tent and be happy than live in this big house and be starving for money anyway. So if you feel the same, drop a like, drop a comment. I know this was a string of consciousness and no one cares. Nobody cares. But that's the problem. You need to start caring about something. Just ignite your human fire within you and spread it, whether it's kindness, love, hate, joy, sadness, just whatever is your core, spread it like wildfire. Bring people down to your level or bring them up to your level, whichever direction you feel more comfortable thinking about it as. Stop being stagnant. Stop it. I'm sick of your complaining. Everyone's sick of your complaining. This world sucks. And then you die. So, you know, life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something. Princess Bride fans? Anyone? Princess? No? Okay. Well, that's enough for me. So, toodles.